Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Megan from the Gingerbread Mama, and today I'm talking about how you're putting your kids in danger. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so that you get notified of my videos. I post 3 times a week on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Fridays at 9 a.m. And today I'm talking about how we're putting our kids in danger. Number 1, letting them play independently. We're putting them in danger of learning how to be independent. We're putting them in danger of learning how to have some self-esteem and self-confidence. Number 2, letting them play video games. We're putting them in danger of learning today's technology and learning hand-eye coordination. 3, we're making our preteens and teens shower. How dare we have them learn how important hygiene is? Number 4, we're taking times for ourselves. We're putting our kids in danger of learning how much self-care actually matters. And the 5th and final one, chores. We're putting them in danger of learning how to sustain themselves as adults and how to learn responsibility. Now, moral of the story, folks, is these aren't real dangers. Obviously, these are things that they really, truly encounter on a daily basis, and it's good for them. Let me repeat that. Even the video games can be good for them in moderation. They need to learn how to function in today's society. And let's be real, today's society, video games, social media, and technology are king. And we need to recognize that depriving them of that isn't doing them any favors. Should we let them play them all day long? Absolutely not. But we do need to allow them to be part of what is going on in society so that they can function and communicate with the people around them. If they've never played a video game in their life, are they going to be worse off? No, they're not. But they're also going to have a hard time integrating in with their peers who have played the video games. Does that mean that they're going to be socially awkward? Maybe for a little bit. I'm sure they'll find something that they are interested in with the people around them. But it's not going to kill them to be able to play a game every once in a while. And like I said, they definitely teach them some hand-eye coordination as well. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. I hear all the time people saying that you can't let your kids alone when they're, we'll say, under 3. How dare you let your child alone? Well, let me tell you, if you don't give them at least a little bit of space, they're going to expect you to do everything for them. Do you want to do that when they're 25? Do you want to do that when they're even 18? No, you want them to be able to function on their own. So fostering some independence at a young age just makes it more comfortable and more part of their life as they get older. And there's nothing wrong with that. Teens and preteens have an issue with hygiene. It's just part of puberty and learning some independence, and maybe part of it is defiance. But they need to recognize how important self-care and hygiene are. And so forcing them to shower isn't a bad thing. I've heard of other parents who don't force their kids to shower, but what's going to happen is they're going to go to school and they're going to get picked on, and the principal is probably going to send them home to shower anyway. So just do yourself a favor. And I know that a lot of the time you don't want to seem like you're being pushy, especially when they're at an age where they're trying to be more independent anyway. But hygiene is hygiene, and hygiene is good, so teach it to them. In the same notion, they need to see that we're taking care of ourselves. That means taking a moment for us to be able to shower, taking time for us to be able to go do things that we like, whether that be going out with some friends or going to a movie. Maybe it's just going to a knitting circle or a craft group. Anything, you need to teach them that taking care of yourself, even when you have children, is a good thing. And it's not going to kill them for us to take time for ourselves. How dare we think about ourselves as parents? Well, the truth is that happy parents make happier children. So let it happen. And chores, they need to have chores. Now, if you don't make your kids have chores, then, that's your way of parenting, and that's totally okay if that's how you want to raise your kids. I personally believe that chores are good. It teaches them some responsibility. Do I think that you should make your child your slave? Absolutely not. But my oldest, his chores are to feed the dogs, clean the cat box, and do the dishes. And of course, obviously, he has to keep his room picked up. And we've had to integrate hygiene into the chores. But again, hygiene's important, so it's become part of the checklist of everything that he has to do every day. But learning chores, it's just teaching them responsibility. It's teaching them life skills that they're going to need when they're out on their own. What happens when they get their first apartment or their first, even go to a dorm, and no one has taught them how to do laundry or cook some things for themselves or clean up after a pet when they get the brilliant idea that they need a dog. They need to know these things. They need to know how to fold laundry or mop the floor or vacuum or whatever it is that you teach your kids to do and use as their chores. So obviously these things aren't really putting our kids in danger. They're things that we need to do for our children. But so often society shames us for doing these things. And I think it's just really important that we kind of take that power back. So just remember, there's no such thing as a cookie cutter life. Take care.